Hi, I'm going to be discussing my family, primary socialization, family life, and how family is depicted in popular culture. So my family makeup consists of me, my sister Amanda, my brother Nick, and then my mom and dad. Both my siblings are older and they're in college, so they're not home. It's just my mom and I. My dad lives in Pennsylvania, which is where we're from, because my parents are divorced. I think that my life growing up was unique because my siblings are so much older than I am. My sister's 5 years older and my brother's 9 years older than me. So I was always trying to keep up with them and everything. This included just like playing sports. I tried to keep up even though they're much bigger, music choices, clothing styles, and just life in general. I felt the need to act like I was older in order to fit in with them. In this aspect, I would say that things have not changed at all. I'm still trying to do everything that they do, even though I'm clearly not old enough. When I was younger, I think I was shielded from a lot of the issues in our family, but now that I'm older, I'm much more aware. Also, I found myself parenting myself more often than my mom does. She doesn't have to ask me about if my homework's done or how my grades are, and this has gone on since like middle school. I think my mom's handoff approach has taught me to be much more independent and self-reliant than I think some of my friends are. Primary socialization is a learning that we do by interacting and observing while we are young. Primary socialization tends to begin in the home, and that's where we learn about social norms, how to behave in society, and cultural practices, which we will eventually participate in. I've more recently noticed the effects of primary socialization on myself. It hurts to say, but I think I'm becoming my mother. I find myself commenting on my friends' driving practices and questioning other people's political views. I feel like kids are bound to develop personality traits from their parents, even if they don't want to. However, as kids enter college and start living on their own, they tend to develop more of their own ideas and social norms and cultural practices. Family life 50 years ago was not as simple as it is typically depicted. Families have the same issues as ones do today, but parents tended to be stricter. My life when I was younger did not differ much from my mom's because she acquired her parenting style from her mom. She did, however, become much more lenient as we got older. I think this is partially because my brother didn't have many friends and didn't get in much trouble, and my sister and I are very focused on school and sports, so we were very good kids and we didn't need to be disciplined as much. I think that popular culture tends to represent families as much more problematic than they really are, or my family really is. I think some families might have more issues than others. But I recently watched the series called Shameless, which depicts an extremely dysfunctional family where the father's a drunk and he's just causing so much trouble for the family, and the mom is bipolar and she's hardly around. She comes in for a few weeks and then she leaves for a few months. I find this crazy, but I'm sure situations like this are much more common in less fortunate parts of our country, but in our area it is much different. Thanks.